Welcome to today's Summit Cast. I'm just getting back from Houston, getting back into the studio, the 3-dub, winning with the word studio, ready to bring you a word for today. It'll be a quick word, but before I give you that quick word, and a very simple word also. But before we do that, I want to give you some highlights. What's been going on? Well, Summit Fort Wayne, we had a guest this weekend. Let me back up to Friday's concert with Wayne Stark's live DVD recording was amazing. Amazing. Had a great crowd. I don't know who came up with this idea about the new seating arrangement we have at the Fort Wayne campus, but it was a big hit. Everybody seemed to like it. Even before the concert, some of the team, the crew with the A10 decided to change the seats for Friday night. And when I saw it, it looked great. And some people said, do you like this? I think this is very cool. What do you think about leaving it this way for Sunday? I said, hey, that's cool. And people really seem to like that seating arrangement. So I think we're going to keep it like this. By doing it this way, we lose a few seats, but I think it makes it more warm and homey. Okay, so, but the concert, wow. I mean, it was just, Wayne did his thing. And the guest musicians and background vocalists were outstanding. Then Sunday morning we had guest Sarah Alicia, who also did a duet Friday night with Wayne on the song entitled "A Message of Hope," I believe is the title. But it's all about hope. And in the second encounter on Sunday, they did that song together. It was outstanding. Sarah Alicia will be at Summit Indy this coming Sunday. So Summit Indy, get ready for an amazing musical artist, Sarah Alicia. She will bless you as she did us Sunday. She sang with our praise and worship team on Sunday, as well as doing her own set. People really enjoyed her. And praise God, it was fun. It was fun. And I just got back from Houston with the meeting with Joel Osteen, the Champions Network that I'm involved with. Had a chance to fellowship with some great pastors and got a chance to sit in on they invited me to come into a board meeting of the Champions Network, which I may be a part of that. So that was cool. I met a pastor while I was there who pastors in the Irving, Texas area, and he told me on Super Bowl Sunday he noticed somebody in their service, one of their services on Sunday morning. He noticed somebody up there with their hands lifted up. Big fella back there lifting up his hands, praising the Lord. And you know who it was? It was Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Isn't that something? God's got people in every profession, every occupation. He's got athletes that love him, and that's cool. That's really cool. God is working in Ben's life. All right. What else do we have? Oh, have you noticed my Ball State gear? All right. I did this today in honor of my son, who accepted a scholarship offer to Ball State University, where I went to school. And I'm ashamed to say I haven't owned any Ball State gear since I graduated. I don't think I owned any Ball State gear while I was going there, but now I'm gearing up with Ball State stuff. So he got accepted, and he's got a scholarship, so that's really cool. Today's message today. One more thing. They got back, Joel Osteen's team went to Israel, and they ministered in Israel, and it, they had a great time. They did a night of hope there in Israel. And they went on a tour. There were some pastors that went. And one of the things that struck me about the tour, really made me want to go to Israel, and I do want to do that. But one of the things that they said was they went to the place where David slew Goliath, and they went to the brook, and that brook is still there where he picked up the stone and got 5 smooth stones. It only took one. But I always thought, it's like this individual that was telling me the story, he, like me, thought that these were big, huge rocks that was in David's sling. You think of a big sling and a big giant rock. But he actually said he went over and picked up one of the stones. Two of the gentlemen that went on the tour said that they brought a stone back. And actually it was just a little small pebble-like stones, about the size of a walnut. That's all it took for David to slay Goliath. And it really was his faith. It could have been anything. Could have been the size of a speck of dust, and it would have killed him, because it was his faith, and he stood on the covenant of God. And that's amazing. But they talked about how so many of the places where Jesus walked was still there, and it just did something to you. And some of those places remain just as they were when Jesus walked. And the Bible just came to life. I know a little bit about that by going to Greece, and I saw some of the places that Paul had traveled, and that was real cool. So now I'm getting the itch to go to Israel. Okay. Anybody want to go? Anybody interested in a tour of Israel? Okay. Now, I've been long enough. Let me give you a simple word. And the word is rest. And that's a word for me, but I'm going to let you in on it. In Mark chapter 6, verse 30, it says the apostles returned to Jesus from their ministry tour when Jesus sent them out, okay? And he told him, they told him all that they had done and taught. And Jesus said, let us go off by ourselves to a quiet place and rest a while. He said this because there were so many people coming and going that Jesus and his apostles didn't even have time to eat. So they left by boat for a quiet place where they could be alone. It's important to get some rest. I encourage you to reach for your dreams, go after it, set goals, pursue excellence, be diligent, work diligently, go for it, all right? And at the same time, you need to take some time to rest. Fatigue is a cause of many moral failure. A lack of rest can cause you to make poor decisions because you're not thinking clearly. Remember, we have this treasure. Paul said we have this treasure in earthen vessels. We're not invincible. Even God rested on the 7th day. Get you some rest. I'm going to get some rest. I got some study to do today. I got some rest this morning. But get you some rest. Make it an Ephesians 3:20 day. Listen to your body. Your body will talk to you, tell you when it's time to shut it down. Okay?